guys, can you have some silence, please? Yeah. First of all, thank you all for coming. We are all a part of the English Literary Society, and yeah, this is the orientation for all you first year. English Literary Society is basically a place where after college you get here 5 o'clock, and basically you can have a lot of fun. Okay, we have events such as Damsharats, Dictionary, Tinto. Just a question: how many of you have been to culturals here in school?
How many of you have done any of these events before?
Any of these events? Speaking
Events you
events,
saw in the
jams,
posters.
any of these?
How many of you got to quizzes?
How many of you like quizzing? You don't be there.
Okay, that's a fair number.
You guys should have a fair idea of what these events are. The other people, we are here to tell you what these events are. We teach you how all the rules for these events go about, how you can take part. It's basically a place where you can all have fun, okay? We give you guys demonstrations of each event as such here with the second years and third years, and even us final years.
And we had a lot of doubts when we went for the classrooms. I'll tell you one thing about what club is not about, okay? We're not here to train you for GRE, we're not here to help you with your academics or anything. This is just fun, okay? You come here, have fun, you do the events, you like it, you continue with it. There are a lot of avenues to, showcase your talent, okay? We have our intra-college cultural fest called Carpe Diem, okay? We do all these events, it's basically student organized, it's totally student organized, okay? So the better you get at it, the more chances of you to perform at all these events at Carpe Diem, and of course our inter-college fest called Guru Shastra, that happens during the event semester, okay? For now, we'll tell you about club, we'll tell you what we do, okay? We basically meet 4 times a week, sometimes 5, okay? If there's enough crowd, we meet 5 times a week. We do 1 event per day, okay? All weekdays usually, okay? Unless there's college on Saturday and we can't conduct club, okay? So we'll take you through the events one by one, okay? It's good to see a lot of you having done events before, and it doesn't matter whether you've done it before also. I mean, we are here to help you with, getting better at events and all that. So don't worry if you've not done it before. If you've done it, well and good. If you've not, we're here to help you. Okay?
Just a small heads up, I saw a few people asking, may I come in, permission and all, okay? This club should be treated formally. You are allowed, you're supposed to wear shirts, but that is all. We are here to have fun, okay? There is no ragging, don't be scared of ragging at all.
Yeah, you'll get to know how informal it is over the next hour, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, how many of you have done Damsharats? Okay. Basic difference between school and college Damsharats. In school you are allowed to split, okay?
Basically, you'll be given things to mine. One guy will be mining, 2 guys will be guessing.
see,
What we are given is, in college, it will be very random. It can range from anything. It can be the brand of the toothpaste you use to, say, some random college in some other country. We don't tell you what it is. It's up to the mimer to mime what it is and to get communicate to his guesses what they are.
Over the next 2 years or over the next time period, you'll realize the importance of the word funda. Okay, for every single thing you will get to know funda of this, funda of that. Basically in Damsharat you get to know the funda. Instead of splitting words and doing the shortest splitting into 6 splits and saying it, the, this, that, you get to know more about the movie or the personality or whatever you're doing, and then that way you can get better at it and say what you're doing. That's how college level Damsi works. That's one of the basic differences between school Damsi and college Damsharats.
We have a second year team here. They'll do a demonstration for you.
yeah. So, we're just telling you how good you can get at all that. Yeah, if you guys want to give them something,
Anything you want to give them, they are at
if you want to do a movie or anything, feel free to come over and give them. All there. Okay, by the way, this one is Suraj, that's Aditya, and that's Abhinav. So we get a second years.
And yeah, we didn't introduce ourselves. I am Varun, I am third year mechanical.
I'm Vignesh.
And I'm Srinath. So yeah, these guys will demonstrate to you. Someone wanted to give something over there.
Yeah, this guy wants to give something.
Deepta and Niranjan will be walking around here taking whatever you want to give for Dumpsy. Just give it to them.
What's your name?
That boy and this girl. Just raise your hands if you have anything to give. They'll come and give us.
Okay, John Joseph from ECE department has given a movie. Suraj is going to mime to these two. Okay? Okay, this is how you get to know the difference between your school level Dumpsy and college Dumpsy. Suraj, your time starts now.
Silence of the lamps.
Okay, in case you're too fast, we'll do a replay for you.
Okay? Okay, the movie was Silence of the Lambs. Okay? I'm guessing most of you would have seen it, Sir Anthony Hopkins in the movie. Instead of showing silence, this is a very common movie. So they basically had to quote this, which straight away goes to show the movie Silence of the Lambs.
Which basically was from the poster of the movie. There's this girl with the butterfly on her mouth.
Yeah, that plays a prominent role in the movie. So they just showed that as a quote and they got it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, someone over there.
There's one more movie which, yeah.
He's doing another movie given by you guys.
Time starts now. Okay, that was Gone with the Wind. He showed Gone and he showed Wind blowing in his face and everything. Yeah. So.
Okay, we have Anurag from CSE giving one other movie. Yes, yes. Yeah, okay.
Two words. Second word. Okay. That was recent movie. Include responses.
Yeah. So basically, rather than showing the second word what it means, we got to the fact that Brad Pitt acted in that movie.
Yeah, sometimes
there are ways of getting to it.
Yeah, sometimes it's really difficult to mind the word. Let's say bastards. I mean, you wouldn't want to mind that. Okay, so he showed a scene from the movie where Brad Pitt gets marked in the forehead. He marks people in the forehead. So that's what happens in the movie. So instead of finding out the words, okay, if you've seen the movie, it's always better.
One more thing, in school, your Dumpsy would have been limited to only movies. I mean, majority of what you've done would be movies. But in college level, it's totally different. Movies are like 1/10 of Dumpsy, okay? We'll show you, I give him a random list of say 10 or 15 things. You just see what he does, okay? These are all random orbit things.
Okay, just one more small announcement.
Wait.
One second. The movie should be English. Okay. We are basically English literary society, so we are going to be handling English movies majorly. Okay.
We'll write down what we're giving here so that you guys know what he's miming. Just see them guess, okay?
Okay. One second. Basically, you see a lot of things written on the board, right?
They should see. Oh yeah, they can't see that. Sorry, they can't see what's written.
Yeah, start. Train. Yeah, forward. Typewriter, laptop. Quotation. Joker. Voice series. iPod. Flying. Mosquito.
The bird, the humming
Bee.
Nest.
Bee nest. Honey nest.
Dear, Vijaykanth.
Small car. Nano.
Pondicherry.
Peg.
Peg.
Short.
Vodka.
Small. Tequila.
Small bottle.
Hell.
Place of school. Chennai.
School.
Books. Time. Nursery rights. Humpty Dumpty.
Karate.
The kid.
Gold Cup.
Hey, India.
Ghana.
China kita mana?
That's a crowd to give random things.
Yeah. You guys, if you want to give us something, you can put your hands up, we'll come over and take. Yeah. Do any of you want to come and mime over here so that the crowd can guess? Any of you?
Suraj.
Yeah, mimer from first year.
I'm Anurag. I'm from CSC.
He's miming a movie to you guys.
Anyone that guesses, just raise your hand. What's the guess? No, someone guessed.
Movie was Godfather. See, he spread it as two words and said God and Father. That's exactly what is not allowed in college level, but in school level, that's fine. So what we would have done is, we would have shown in Italian mafia boss or something like that. We have a direct code for Godfather. You just show a cigar, that means Godfather for us.
Yeah, or the IMDb list if you want. So number one on the IMDb list. That's something we'll get used to in the next 4 years.
Keep changing every year.
So we'll do one of that. We'll basically not mime out the words. Okay, it basically tests out how good you are with stuff, whether it is personalities or movies or anything or any of the stuff in the list. Yeah. Do we have anyone else who wants to mime? Anyone from first year? You guys? Yeah. If you guys don't, we'll go on to the next unit.
Anyone volunteer?
Anyone? Okay, so next event we're going to show you is Pictionary, okay? Pictionary is basically Dumpsy with drawings. What you mime with your hands, you will draw on the board or paper or whatever.
Yeah, what you draw in the air, you draw on the board. Simple. Okay. So,
The same rules apply. You cannot split things, or you cannot show anything that sounds like anything. But we'll show you a few, hints and cheats that you can use here and there. Basically, the first thing we use in Pixie is called as a grid. Okay. This is a 6-box grid. This represents the whole world. Since there are no maps or flags allowed in Pixie, we use this to represent the different countries and continents of the world. Okay. We start with a map like this. This side is North America. This is South America. This is Europe. This is Africa. This is Asia. And this is Australia. If you want to go to specific places, say India, because we are in India, so India will come more than other Asian countries. A double tick here will mean India. A double tick in Europe will mean UK or England. A double tick in North America will mean USA. And if you want to show Russia, you can take both Europe and Asia. And
so we take on the line between Asia and Europe. Okay, so you use sheets like that. I mean, if you guys want to get to things faster, you will always need to use stuff like this. So yeah, this is basically the entire grid. So you can ask why we use this word. This is used in everything. I mean, whether it's movies or personalities or anything. Okay. Let's say I get a movie based in Germany. Okay. Let's say I get a movie based on. Yeah. Antarctica.
Okay, don't pick anything that's Antarctica.
Yeah. In 3 years, we've not come across anything which is based in Antarctica or had anyone give us anything. So in case it comes, we'll probably show outside the box. Okay. So we have 6 continents on the grid. And we use this for everything, whether it's personality, plays, anything, event. So you get a lot of general knowledge based stuff. You don't need to be a genius quizzer or anything to know stuff like that. It's basic personalities, okay? It requires you to read the newspapers once in a while. That's all you need to do. You don't have to, keep mugging me. That's all you do quizzers. So if you want to show someone from Australia, okay, I indicated using a grid here, okay? I did here, okay? Let's say I want to show Rupert Murdoch, who's been in the news recently. So I show Australia and America. This guy is from Australia and America. So I show what he's done. So for that, we have a lot of codes, okay? Supposing I'm given a personality and I want to show what he does. I draw a ball. Okay, this shows Funda. So when you mime, you show this. Okay?
Universally, a bulb is used to show an idea. So, basically, if you give me a personality, I'll draw a stick figure with a mustache for a man, or with long hair for a girl. Or with Michael Jackson, I can draw both.
Yeah, that's like Antarctica.
You guys have anything you want us to pixie? These two will be ready to draw and guess for you guys. Anyone have anything to?
Put your hands up as usual. One of them will get your.
Just raise your hand or give it to one of them there. They'll give it to us.
Anything you want us to draw.
Give me anything.
We'll have one person drawing and the other one guessing, and then you guys will start guessing. Okay?
Good.
What is it?
Place.
Start
It's a
drawing.
place.
Okay, hi, I'm Rohit, fourth year mechanical. Arun, third year mechanical.
India. Taj Mahal.
Okay, that was Taj Mahal in 110
He
seconds.
just drew the dome-shaped structure that Taj Mahal is, and he got that in India. So it's the place he gets the most famous place. For all you know, it could have been Red Fort or Fatehpur Sikri or anything like that.
If you go for the most famous one, it's
Anyone has any place to give? Nitya, give it.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He's drawing another place.
Russia.
Yeah, continue.
Russia. Science. Chemistry. Explosion. Chernobyl. Okay guys, we didn't get it. This was basically, it's a generalized to science, chemical science, and he showed an explosion. The explosion, it took place in Russia.
Any of you want to draw? Any of you guys want to try?
Volunteers, please come on.
Just fun, it's just drawing on the board.
One of you,
From-
yeah. One over there.
Come on, next. What's your name? What's your name? Mechanical. You can't see. 1 second. Can you guys just crowd? You can't see.
You guys can take this out.
Yeah, come on.
Nitya, come on. Go here.
Anyone want to give something to draw?
Guys in the middle, please sit down over there.
Oh, you guys have something?
Yeah. Because the guys in the front in the back can't see. Guys in the middle, please settle down. You guys can stand. Guys in the middle row, please sit down. You guys also, please sit down. Please try and settle down.
Anyone want to give a place? Yeah.
Okay, guys, have a look at this.
One of you guys have given him a place, he's going to start drawing that now. You guys can guess out loud.
Yeah, that's USA.
That's a Grand Canyon in America. Anyone else want to try?
Anyone else who wants to draw? Girls? Girls, yeah. Yeah, come over. Maybe the girls side. Maybe the girls want to try. It's okay, we are only easy stuff. Come on. Come on.
Introduce.
Myself, Arshad calling from Kolkata Science.
Anyone want to give something for him?
Yeah. Yeah, you're trying something, I guess you try to guess. Yeah.
He's trying to draw a Chinese figure to show that it's related to, you know,
Yeah, he's drawing a
it's
place
an Oriental country.
Yeah, he's drawing a place. Can you girls come forward?
You wanna guess?
Just a bit forward. Can you come forward?
No. What is he drawing this? What is this? Yeah, that's the Gobi Desert. Where is the Gobi Desert?
Buddy.
Go on.
Mongolia. Okay, he's trying to show Mongolia. Okay.
So got it? That's the Gobi Desert. He tried to show an oasis, a Chinese place in Asia. So that's Mongolia for you. Brilliant drawing. Very nice.
Nice try.
That's it.
Yeah, one girl, please. One of you.
Yeah, come up, please.
You guys want to give, yeah, slightly less difficult than
We find out in the game.
Yeah, just keep drawing. Yeah, that's classic and city. Okay, we have jam next, okay? How many of you know what jam is?
Okay. Okay. Guys in the back, can you have some silence? Yeah. How many of you have heard what jam is? Okay. Okay, jam basically is what's jam? Okay, jam is just a minute where you try to talk for 1 minute. It is nearly impossible to talk for 1 minute at a stretch because someone or the other will stop you. And that's the point of the game. Okay? You need to stop someone who is grammatically incorrect. He's pausing too much or he's boring you. Many objections are there, so basically that is what is jam. That's one of the most fun events which take place at ELS. Can we have 6 volunteers? We'll have, okay, we'll have 5 volunteers from second year onwards who will show you basically how jam takes place in college.
At Shastra especially, okay? Shastra has a reputation for having very good jammers, okay? We're really competitive and we're totally proud of that, okay? It's a showpiece event in college, okay? Whether it's art medium or club or anything, jam is what we're known for. So we now people from second year, third year and fourth year doing a jam round for you guys. 6 of you.
Get up.
Okay, due to non-availability of chairs, we are going to make the jammers stand. And yeah, you get a rough view of how it is done. 6 jammers on stage. Tara, come on.
Tara, Shweta. Shweta. Do you have 5 people? 5 okay. 5 will do. Can we the bank?
Basically, jam starts when there's something called the catchphrase, okay? That's the jam mod. He'll be our mod for today. Whatever he says goes.
Yeah.
Let him explain the rules
So
himself.
basically, yeah, you would have heard this jam mod is the god. These 5 people will listen to whatever I say. Okay? At college level or at least in Shastra, we have something called a catchphrase. Okay? You decide who gets to start first. You can't see us, okay? Can you just sit down or just come in front?
People in front just sit down so that people in the back can see them.
Yeah, can you see us
You
now?
guys also is.
Okay.
They don't report.
Starting again, we have something called a catchphrase. Okay, that's how we decide basically who gets to start the round. Rather than saying speaker 2 given to you, we decide. I suppose my catchphrase is ball. The word, as soon as I say the word ball, whoever, that was Vignesh who banged as soon as I said the word ball. Okay, whoever bangs as soon as I said the word BALL gets to start speaking that round. And each round will have its own catchphrase. That does not count.
And one thing which keeps the crowd going is the topic itself, okay?
Yeah.
It's a very bad joke or a pun or anything. It's sometimes profane, it's sometimes very,
Sometimes what topics which you probably do not have at school levels, you will have in college level. That is one difference.
because it's
Okay, explicit innuendos are not allowed. Okay, try hiding it, try putting it in a good way. Don't be very profane. Don't use swear words straight on the stage. That is not allowed. Okay, no jam mod will allow that. But if you are funny, you will get points for humor. Okay, basically this event will test your humor besides your speaking skills and your grammar abilities. Okay, so yeah, I'll have a round starting with these 5.
Nursery final year MCT.
English final year CSE.
Tara second year MCT.
okay, we have a topic.
Topics, as I have already given you a fair warning, these are all either PJs.
Very poor jokes, okay? Otherwise, yeah.
So yeah, the first topic for you guys to watch will be: can bald people get a hairline fracture? Get the joke? Hairline. Yeah. Exactly. The reaction will be much more louder when this has discussed. So yeah, I repeat the topic again. Can bald people get a hairline fracture? My catchphrase for today will be club. C-L-U-B. When I was playing golf, I started clubbing the balls. Get the fact? I said clubbing. So when I was clubbing the balls, I got to a club. I think that was 5. Shweta got it? Okay. As you go through the jam, you will get to know the objection. Basic objection, I tell you, speech defect. Okay, the most basic error which is present almost in all of us is speech defect. You stutter,
There
you
should be
stammer.
nothing wrong with the way you speak.
Exactly.
You should speak very clearly and in the same pace, in a monotonous pace if possible.
So as soon as I say the big word here in jam is now. Okay. Why you banging? As soon as I say the word NOW, you're supposed to start speaking. If there is any delay, that can be counted as a late start. If you start before I say that word, it is called jump the gun. Okay? Those are the basic objections. Besides that, you will get to know hesitation, all those things. You will get into deep grammar with Vignesh present here. So yeah, first round I have given you the topic. Speaker 5. Rohit watches the band. Speaker 5, your time of this topic starts now.
What men who break their bones often tend to
1. What's your
Time wasting often.
first sentence? I'll give it to her. She got every single word of the topic pretty much. Narsi, please give your objection order. He said time wasting. Okay, if this was a third or fourth sentence, I would have actually given it to him because you have to get somewhere with the topic. You cannot just rant away lines which don't make any sense. You have given a topic so that you stick to it. Shweta, given back to you. Your time on this topic continues now. Tara.
get straight on before she started.
Yeah. Did anyone get the first word? you need to be louder. Only the first bench people got it. People in the last one should get it. Speaker 2 given to you. Be louder from now. Speaker 4. I'm sorry. Be louder from now onwards. Speaker 4. Your time on this topic starts then. Get it? I didn't say now. Who got it? Ninja got it. Okay. So basically, I used the word NOW and she didn't start. Ninja, your time on this topic starts November. December. Now?
Bowling men do not.
Nancy. Yeah, okay, this is one more objection. We will get to the details of it later. You cannot start with the gerund, okay? ING form. You cannot, he said holding. You cannot start a sentence with ING. Those are intricate details of grammar which I myself have recently knowing. But yeah, you cannot start with ING. Nancy, give it to you. Your time on this topic starts now.
An imbecile named body man.
Teach me on second word.
Okay, again in Jan you get something called a defense. Okay, if someone has objected to you, you have the right to defend yourself unless the jam mod says no, you cannot defend yourself. So Nasi, do you have any defense?
Yeah, I said it properly.
She said that the word was not clearly pronounced.
I said imbecile.
Since you heard it, I am going to give it back to Nasi. Nasi, given to you, your time on this topic continues then. Now,
Body had a ligament tear.
Let's start.
okay, there was one more objection which generally smart jammers think that they will get, but this was not a late start. Okay, generally people say late, but no, this was not late. I will give it back to Nasi. Nasi, your time on this topic continues now.
He had sexual intercourse with the ball man.
Oh, you guys want me to allow this to continue or not? This line of thought. No one allows me. Okay. Taking the vote of the audience. Taking the vote of the audience, I will let Nasi continue. But yes, in general terms, Shweta's agreement or her objection will hold. You cannot blatantly time waste like this, saying random stuff like sexual. He can defend himself by saying he got with a bald man, but you need to get somewhere with the topic. Nasi, given back to you, your time continues now.
The ball man did not use his head when having sexual intercourse.
Shweta.
Naresh becomes curious with time.
I know, I thought that was a very good sentence. I let speaker 2 speak. Guys, silence please. Yeah, you tell them to be louder if you can be silent. Yeah. Speaker 2, you need to be loud. Your time, Vignesh, starts now.
Airline fractures do not require any.
What is the first word?
Airline. Airline fracture is clear.
It's an airline.
You said airline? Okay. This is exactly how. Speaker 2. Guys, silence please. Yeah. Speaker 2, your time on this topic continues now.
The airport in Air India.
Who me?
Irrelevant.
Yeah, okay, this is complete nonsense, okay? Airport in Air India. Didn't make any sense. Okay, again, what is Air India? Yes, but on the jam table, the jam moderator and the people who are taking part do not know any of this. Okay, you need to qualify. That is where
Anything that is a proper noun.
Needs
Anything that
qualification.
starts with a capital letter must be qualified with something that defines it. I cannot say Air India. I have to say an airline company called Air India. It doesn't even need to be factually correct. I can even say a tiger called Air India. Something like that.
we do not know who Manmohan Singh is, we do not know who Sachin Tendulkar is, okay? You need to qualify them for us. That's the basic rule of jam. You need to qualify proper nouns. Okay, he didn't qualify and he also time wasted saying Air India and all. Who got it? Shweta got it. Shweta, given to you last few seconds of this round. Your time starts now.
God man called Varun.
Yeah, okay, there was a qualification, though it was not true. But the qualification was a bald man called Varun. Okay, so Varun is the proper noun, I am not bald. Varun is the proper noun and the qualification was a bald man called Varun. Yeah, what's your change in place? Okay, he just played playing with the fact that I didn't hear her previous speeches, but no, I'm not going to give you that.
Varun qualified.
Varun is qualified as a bald man. Last sentence, Shweta. If you end this round, someone here buy you coffee. Your time starts now.
A coconut fell on Varun's head and broke his.
Yeah, okay, time out. That was the, basically, you guys get an idea of how jam is conducted, right? Yeah.
It's just a very basic development. There are not more objections in jam.
Silence, please.
As and when we have jam club, which is usually on Mondays or Tuesdays every week, we teach you one by one all the rules. Okay. On to the word events, the actual literary events of the ELS. These are what called rebuses. Okay. Basically, a rebus is a pictorial representation of a phrase or an idiom. Does anyone have any idea what I've drawn here?
Jack in the box.
No, just raise your hand. Just raise your hands.
Don't let out the answers,
One
please.
second. See, yeah, as you got, this is called Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is an article. I written Jack inside a box. So that is Jack in the Box. Anyone know what this is? Just raise your hands. Anyone? Okay. See, this is a 2, this is a square, and this is a 1. And it's all written in backwards. So it's back to square 1. You heard the phrase back to square 1. When you do something in your space, you have to go back to the place where you started. So that's called back to square 1. Anyone is for this? Yeah. Yeah, so this is Rob input, okay. H-O-O-D. In between you have R-O-B. So Rob in hood. So that's Rob in hood. Anybody for this? Yeah, so this is for ones in my life. You have 4 ones inside life. Anyone for this one? M-C-E, M-C-E, M-C-E.
Very bad one, that one is.
Yeah, it's a very poor joke as usual.
Think of a letter that can fill here. What is missing? Yeah, so that's 3 blind mice. 3 mice don't have their eyes. So that's 3 blind mice. Anyone for this? Yeah, so this is the entire pack of cards, but the jack and the king are a bit higher. So that's hijacking.
Okay, find out Shreyas, one ADC you have had that room. I'm just coming to replace one person here. One event they was telling you was about Tinto or 20 questions. Don't ask me why they call it Tinto, I have no idea. 20 questions is basically spanned over 60 seconds. That also is another question, why it's not 20 questions. There are unlimited questions, 90 seconds. The aim of Tinto is to find out personality. Now,
Basically, I'll be given a personality, say George Bush. Okay, I can only answer in these 4 things. I can say yes, I can say no, I can say maybe, I can say also. Some places they allow don't know also. Suppose I really don't know what he is and who he is, I can say don't know. So suppose he's guessing, he'll ask me random questions. He'll show you by asking questions.
okay, you'll get to know. I'll tell you now itself. We have basic codes. Okay, the one thing code called Splash. Okay, to ask questions, it makes it easier if we ask questions. The Splash basically stands for sports, politics, literature, arts, science, and history. Okay, all these fields are covered. There's another field called MERC. It covers military, education, entertainment, religion, and commerce. Okay, I'm sure all of you don't have no idea what he said or remember what he said right now, but you will get to know in terms in time. During the preliminary rounds, we'll write down all the codes for you so you actually remember. Splash to MERC, those are the small techniques we use to make the process faster because it's a competition. You really want to finish fast. So whatever the personality you might give, we have a genre for that personality. So do anybody want to?
Any volunteers for giving us a personality?
Yeah.
There is someone in class.
Wait. Okay. Now Varun, Vaidiswaran, and I will ask him smiling, so he knows the personality because that doesn't happen usually. Someone has to tell him some funda or some information. Right now, I think he's asking. So no, don't know. We will let him get the full information of the person before we start asking questions, because that when he doesn't know the personality, it turns funny to the audience, but really bad for us because it's embarrassing. That's all. So ready?
Yeah.
Ramesh. Okay, real.
Yes.
Male.
Yes.
Alive.
Yes.
Splash.
Yes.
Sports.
No.
Politics.
Yes.
Okay, Acons.
Yes.
Acon basically stands for Acon.
India. Yes. No.
America.
No.
China.
No.
Africa.
No.
Australia.
No.
Asia.
Yes.
Okay, continental countries. China.
No.
Okay, go Pakistan.
Yes.
Okay, Red Dead.
No.
Yusuf Raja Gilani. Zardari.
No.
Nawaz Sharif.
No.
Parvez Musharraf.
Yes. So you got to go just politics, Pakistan, and alike.
I'll explain the first one. Now we asked if he was real. We usually don't limit ourselves to real personalities. Or you can get to something from Bambi to He-Man to Mary Jane. If you know who these are all. So fictional personalities from comics, movies, TV shows, anything goes. And after the fictional part, we go to the real part. He asked Flash because this is sports, politics, literature, arts, science, and history. And then he asked for Acons. Acons is basically all the continents starting with A. So he wants to narrow down.
Basically, if you say no to Acons, he's European.
Yeah. He's basically European. Like this.
Antarctica comes under Acons.
If anyone you know lives in Antarctica. So from Europe you go to countries which are quite limited. Obviously, we guess all the famous countries, or we can divide it further into football playing countries. And into Acons you go to Africa, Asia, and it depends on voice modulation also. The expression he gives is very important. Obviously, usually we ask to turn that way so that we can't see his facial expression. But his voice modulation is very important when it comes to interview. You'll learn about that more and more. So right now it's the techniques like this which make you. Do anyone want to try it out? Chuma, two of you or a team want to try it out?
Come on, volunteers.
Anyone wants to guess and say yes or no questions?
Come on.
Make them say.
Come.
What? I'll give Viku a personality here and wait, there we go.
Make one for watch
Okay. Fine. You're not supposed to look at it. And you can't ask the letters in his name. That's one of the rules. You can't go as it will his name have a letter M or A. Real? Yes. Real? Yes. Flash? Yes. Both? No. Politics? Also? Science? No. Arts? No. History? Yes. Acons? Yes. Asia? Yes. India? Yes. Gandhi? Yes. Nice. I wanted to try out simple and obviously a little complicated personalities like that, or rather not like that. So that was one of the easy stuff you got. He did pretty well. You just have to go through the guidelines. Go through Splash, go through Mock, find the country. You have your personality basically. Because once you contract that field, you can actually get to any person anywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty diverse sometimes. You get places, you get brands, sometimes you get movies also. So you need to have a specific, a route to get to the personality, all the places and everything. Okay, for personalities and places, it's very easy. Splash and walk and continents and everything. For movies, you'll probably do Oscars, directors and all, genre. So based on what you get, you start having your own course, you start planning how you're going to get to it. So you'll have various things, you'll have brands, you can have anything in 90 seconds also.
Yeah, anything under the sun, from brands to organizations to anything. Yeah, what is your doubt?
Say Ajmal Kasab, he doesn't come under any.
Yeah, it does. See,
It comes under history.
you have to improvise at times, okay? Because we make the military, not only will be person in the military can be terrorist. He can be a good or a bad man. That's one of the questions we asked. So you understand? You have to slightly improvise.
So for a fan of maybe the person who Vignesh Kumar is here, he is a fan of WWE. He's a big fan. So he always wanted a code inside for WWE. So he got it and made it a sports and entertainment code. So if you say sports and entertainment, it basically goes to wrestling. So you have to combine and make your own tools. That depends on your team. So whatever combination you want, you can make it. Sports and entertainment can lead to gaming also. Whether you go to Tony Hawk's or any other Lara Croft or any popular gaming personality.
Yeah.
So it's basically your improvisation. And some people add an extra X to works to make it social. If you want to go to Mother Teresa or Mera Patta or any social person there. So,
so the trick is to fit in any personality within one of these categories. Okay?
we can't have more letters than this because that will just get baffling. You don't want to really go beyond this. That's what we'd advise actually.
Now, one more important question you should ask here is timeline. Okay, people like Ajmal Kasab can be narrowed down based on timeline. Whereas someone like Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, you could show not recent but
For
past.
enough of interview, we'll introduce that when the day comes. I'd like to sink into the oratory events right now. So the oratory events we discuss, firstly the fun events. How many of you have heard of shipwreck, spinning on a block and tackle? Shipwreck first, shipwreck. In school or anywhere. Okay, shipwreck basically is an event where a person is given a famous personality, okay? Most probably a controversial or funny or fun personality, because we don't want to give you any bland personalities such as Roger Federer or someone like that, okay? Or Rahul Dravid, anyone like that. So yeah, you get a personality like that. The aim is basically you're in a sinking ship, okay? And you have 2 or 3 captains over there. Now there's only one lifeboat available. The aim is to convince captains that you are the person who really deserves to get the lifeboat. You can be funny, you can try to woo the captains, you can try to promise the captains various stuff, but it depends on the way you speak, how funny you are, or how good you are at convincing the captains, how good you sell yourself basically. That's the idea of shipwreck.
Yeah, you're basically among a list of celebrities, okay? Let's say a few terrorists, a few controversial personalities, a few
You get stuff from Nityananda to Pamela Anderson, so you can guess the range from that.
Yeah. You might get Ajmal Kasab also. So it's your talent, how you convince the captain, and how you get the lifeboat is what matters, and that's how you win events like shipwreck.
Now once you skip shipwreck, you go to Spinayon. How many of you have heard of Spinayon? Spinayon is slightly uncommon, I don't know if you because that day has heard of all the events for. Okay, Spinayon is basically you get a phrase or a sentence or story and you continue along with it. You stand here, we give you a phrase or part of the story, and the objective is to go on for 1.5 minutes, very interestingly obviously and funnily if you can, to spin a story basically, that's what Spinayon is. And the modification of that is we string 5 people along, give the first person a situation and he speaks 2 lines about that, the next person continues. The tough part here is if the person next to you makes a very bad joke or a poor joke as we call it, you would have to continue from that somehow. You would have to make it interesting somehow. That's your headache. So it's basically modifying what the other person says and making it into a continuous thing. Third and usually most popular event we have is block and tackle. Block and tackle is really a form of funny debating basically. You get a topic, which is obviously debatable, and you have to speak for and against the topic. Now a moderator is present at the side. Whenever he says tackle, you go against the topic. When he says block, you go for the topic.
Yeah, you have 2 completely opposite things, okay? Let's say you have North Indian and South Indian food, okay? You start with North Indian when he says tackle, okay? You have to support South Indian food. When he says block, you have to support North Indian food. You do everything, okay? You're both for and against on the debate, okay? So you do both.
We'll give you an example of that. One why this one is very good, funny speaking one over here. No, I'm not typing him. He's actually very good. So we give him a block and tackle topic. Something all of you girls, we give the same topic to another person in the room opposite. Since all of you girls and boys are new to Shastra and this concept is dawned on you, we give them the concept of dress code in Shastra. Dress code in Tanjavur in India. So when Vignesh Kumar says tackle, he go against the concept of dress code. When he says block, he go for dress codes. So dress codes in Tamil Nadu and any other area. We like to think it's Shastra, but Tamil Nadu please. So we
Dress code at Shastra.
yeah, that's his topic right here, and his time start.
You
Yeah,
can
there's
start
no
at
time.
whichever side you want to start.
Yeah.
Start.
So basically, dress code in Shastra is an absolute must. Okay, the culture which is present in our college, it should be carried forward, and that is why the rules are set by the authority. Because they do not have any clue what students do are of people like us. They do not realize the fact that t-shirts are in, shorts are in, because the weather is such that it is very cumbersome to wear short clothes. How can you present yourself in short clothes in front of your teachers and staff who do not realize the fact that it is very hot and you cannot concentrate? When you are continuing with the class and when the class is going on, you need to realize that good clothes are always present when it is school. Good clothes are always present when it is school and you are dressed up in formals. But formals is not what today's generation is used to. Today's generation is used to shorts, t-shirts and sleeveless, which is very, very comfortable. But comfort is not what the university is looking for.
That was an example of a very good session of block and tackle. As you said, dress code was a very nice, debatable topic. Yeah, that was one of the more popular. So even if you're not interested in orator, you can't speak as fluently as him. Just come and watch because you'll have a lot of fun. And I promise you'll laugh your ass off because like Jam and Dubshraj and block and tackle, most of these events are basically very fun to watch. We're not going to force you to come forward and do it if you don't want to. You can come and watch for a week or so for every event. If you like it or you're confident enough, you can come forward. We're not going to force anyone to do anything. But we do encourage people to come forward and try it out because basically all these people who started off here weren't really good at what they do. We came here and we learned and we actually got very good at all this stuff. Varun Vaidiswaran was a good oratory person in the beginning of first year, but obviously he's got much better. You would have seen him in first year. I couldn't tell you that. So yeah, he's very good. As you can see from the applause he got, I'm sure you all of you appreciated him. And block and tackle, if you wanted to make him try or make it tougher for him, I would have said, Vignesh would have said block, tackle. So you have to remember what about block is and what tackle is.
There's nothing that I have to go from block to tackle. I can go from block to block to block to block to tackle.
So you have to remember and
basically you need to realize that when you say tackle, you don't stop your sentence right there, okay?
You just have to
make sure that you just shift your line gradually to the other side. Okay, and you don't change the topic immediately. You're better off if you change your side gradually and that gradual change is clearly seen to the audience.
And however fun that was, it's actually very tough and you need a few weeks of practice at least to get the hang of it. But I assure you, if you want to try it out once or twice, you get as good as him in a semester or so. Because most of the Dumpsy teams and people who talk here practice it more than a sem. I think the second years, if you haven't seen a demo, the second years are actually pretty good. They started off as beginners and they actually turned out very good right now.
Yeah, and guys, just one thing before you leave, you guys are interested in turning up for clubs from next week, please write down your names and your phone numbers, okay? And in case you guys don't want to give your phone numbers, you can always know someone who gets the forwards, okay? You can ask
one more thing.
Girls,
One more thing, all you guys, I'm sure all of you will be on Facebook, just search for this group called English Literary Society. ENGLASS space LITERARY space SOCIETY.
Ask, good. Ask.
and sure all of you have heard the girls' hostels in time. So if look at your watches, it's actually 13 versus 5. Yeah, I want you to note down the numbers over there. So if you have any doubts, you can contact them and you can ask them any queries you like or when the next club is. Slowly, I like all the girls alone to. Slowly, I like the girls to get up and because I'm very sorry. It's very embarrassing to say this, but Shastra's rules we have to follow them. And the music and drama auditions, orientation, where they explain to you what the drama and the music club have their orientation. So just similar to this, Romantics obviously the drama club and the music obviously with their auditions later on they like to tell you what all you want to expect. So tomorrow at the second floor at 5 o'clock, both these auditions will be held at
We'll be in the second floor, so just climb up these stairs, okay? Come up to the second floor, we'll be there to guide you inside. So make sure you're there at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, okay?
Yeah, so the numbers you just who we are contacting. Vikesh is the person writing numbers over here. Tina is the professor over here. Shreyas, that's me. And Shweta is the girl with the green salwar. And he's writing body.
Yeah, there's another tradition in our club. We generally used to give club names. There is one more tradition we have at our club. We we are generally used to calling ourselves or giving nicknames. These are the nicknames these days have.
I advise you to wait for a while because you start calling us that. Yeah, girls please.
Hey, Dave Silandra.
Later. Okay, girls please. Slowly.
Thank you guys.
Very sorry.